guys, I'm back again with my daughter Tabitha.
Hello!
And we're going to talk about something that sometimes is controversial and sometimes isn't. But Tabitha recently got the opportunity to do some child modelling, which was something we weren't quite sure about at first, were we, Tabby? But it's ended up being quite a good experience.
Yeah.
When we were on holiday recently in France, Tabitha got approached by a modelling agency when we were in Cannes, and they asked me if she would do some modelling for them, and I explained that we didn't live in France and that it really wasn't going to be a good idea, but they were very nice about her and sort of got me thinking that maybe I shouldn't turn down an opportunity for Tabitha if there was one. So this happened, and then we came back to England, and then we were in London one day, and again we got approached by a lady about whether Tabitha would do some modelling. So this had happened for the second time, and unbeknown to Tabitha, when she was little, I had been approached in Auckland in New Zealand as well about her. So I thought, okay, this makes 3 times, maybe I should do something about it. So we did. So I asked Tabitha whether she wanted to do it. So what did you say, Tabby?
I said yes.
We can try it, and if you don't enjoy it or it's not fun, we can stop.
Yeah, simple as that.
Simple as that. So we decided we'd give it a go. We only live about 1 hour, 10 minutes outside of London, don't we?
10 minutes?
1 hour and 10.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought you said 10 minutes.
So it's fairly easy for us to get up on the train, because one thing I will warn you is with castings, they're usually after 3:30 and they usually run till 6 o'clock in the evening. So what we do is I meet Tabitha from school, we jump on the train, don't we?
Choo choo.
Choo choo, and we head up to London.
Tabitha's up to no good on her iPad, I'm sure. Entertainment of choice for children of today.
And then how long does a casting take normally?
10
minutes. So you've got to be prepared that you go there, and sometimes I think the maximum we've been there is 20 minutes. Well, we've only, to be fair, we've only been to 2 so far, or 3?
Yeah.
2.
No.
2 or 3. So be prepared that if you do it, the castings are often, you might take an hour getting there, and when you go in it's only 10 minutes to 20 minutes that they see you, and then you're out the door again.
Yeah.
We usually, what's our stuff we take with us so we don't get bored?
We get
iPad,
and then a lunch, just like a lunch box, just in case we need snacks or drink or
That's right.
And
Before we go in, we have a
colouring
snack.
books.
Yep, colouring
And
books, drink.
Yeah.
So we just take a little kit with the iPad being the most popular, with a set of headphones. That's always a goodie on the train. iPad, I take my iPad or a Kindle and read, and then we have a snack before we go in, a drink, and usually some colouring pencils, don't we, or something. And then that's all we need to keep us entertained on the way there. And then you do the casting, and then we come back, don't we, darling?
Yeah.
Tabby's been quite lucky because she managed to get the job from the last casting we went to. Now what happens when you get it is they see you and a group of other children normally, and then you'll get a phone call or an email from your agency saying yes, they'd like to book you. And then what happens is then you get a form signed off by your headmaster at your school, because modelling...
Or headmistress.
Or headmistress, quite so. Tabby's got a headmaster. So the headmaster signs off her form, which means that the person who's doing the job, the client, will then send off a form and get it licensed. Because if she's taking time out of school for a photo shoot, it has to be licensed. This is all stuff I did not know about before we started.
Yeah, because I took Friday off, didn't I?
Yep, she had to take a Friday off school to go and do a shoot. Now, this is controversial because some people might say you must never take any time off school. Tabby's not at senior school yet. She's 10 years old and she's in year 5.
Yeah.
So,
and to be fair, I never get sick. In this school, I've never been off sick once.
she's never had a sick day, so she feels that this is justified.
A bit fair. If I just get a few days off.
I'm not sure about the justification of that, but I decided that we would do this, and Tabitha decided she would do it. And before we made this final decision, we went to see her headmaster and had a chat with him, because I wanted to make sure that the school were on board and happy with what we were doing, because there was no point in us doing it if they weren't going to support us. And we were very lucky because he did. He said he thought it was a wonderful opportunity and that we should just see how it goes. So we were quite lucky, weren't we?
Yeah.
And he's decided that's okay, so he signed the form, sends it up to the agency, and they sort out the licensing for the job. So that's all gone well, and we communicate with the school at every instance, because I certainly don't want Tabitha going in and lying to the school and her school friends. And quite frankly, I don't think she'd be able to keep it quiet, would you, darling?
No.
Now, we went on our first shoot the other day. We went up to London, and there was a little bit of an apprehension, wasn't there, darling?
What's that?
Well, you're a bit nervous, weren't
Yeah,
you?
I was a
Maybe
bit nervous.
a little bit nervous,
Yeah.
because you'd never done it before.
Yeah.
And it was the first one, and we had to be
Yeah.
there at 11 o'clock in the morning, and we had to make sure that Tabitha had a clean face.
Washed hair, dried hair,
Washed hair.
nice clothes, everything.
No, they didn't care about the clothes.
Oh, yeah,
'cause
true, 'cause they're just
they're going
checking.
to dress when she gets there. So we just had to make sure she had a clean face, brushed teeth, and washed and dried hair, so that she didn't turn up all grubby. We went up on the train and then got the tube, which was quite exciting. And as soon as we walked in, what was it like, Tabby?
It was very light, I guess, if that makes sense, because there's so many big lights, and it was
Big windows
yeah,
everywhere in the studio, and all
big-
painted
yeah,
white, wasn't
yeah.
it? Everything was white.
And they had these big things to stop the light coming out, probably on like the sofa. There was like a sofa you could sit down or something.
And who got to sit down and have nice coffee?
Yeah. Mummy had about 4 coffees.
I have to say, it wasn't hard work for me. I sat down and chatted.
Just chilling, just like this.
Just chilling.
On your phone.
Chilling and maxing on my phone. And I had somebody asked me if I'd like a coffee occasionally. I thought it was rather marvellous. Tabitha, on the other hand, they immediately said, Tabitha, well, they said, welcome, would you like to come and try some clothes on?
And the
So my
theme
daughter was whisked away.
the theme was
That's right.
And
But we
we
can't
had to
say
put
much
everything
more
in.
about it
Yeah.
than that, can we?
yeah,
Not at the
everything
moment.
was
That's the
there.
only thing. We can't give details of the shoot because it's not coming out until June in the media, so we can't say anything about it. But it was a very good experience. We went up at 11 and I don't think we finished, well, about 4:30 in the afternoon. I met some other mums there who'd been doing it for at least a year, and they gave me some fabulous advice and told me some very funny stories. And they were really friendly. They were lovely. And I met one lady in particular who I'm keeping in contact with, who I really, really enjoyed her company.
Hint,
and
hint.
her daughter. No, yeah, I like, we contact
Messaging,
each other,
phoning.
messaging. But you had a good time and you got on very well with
Yeah.
the other girls, didn't you? Was
And
there
then
only
no
girls on the
friends,
shoot?
yeah.
Weren't there? Only girls?
No boys.
No boys. And what did they do, darling? When it was all lady crew, and they took Tabitha off into a connecting room. And what happened there?
Yeah, they got like matching clothes and tried them on and stuff like that, and then they did my hair. It was really cool. She did plaits and she did hoops in my hair.
Which is good they were doing it, because I can tell you now, if it had been me, Madam here would have made a fuss. But it's quite interesting to see how your child interacts with other people
Too.
and how there's not half the complaining there is at home. Wouldn't that be fair to say? Yeah. It was a good education for Tabitha, I think. I mean, I was very proud of her because you were polite, I heard you saying please and thank you, and she behaved really well and didn't make a fuss, and it was really good. And it's a learning curve for her. I think she's going to learn some skills from it, because
Yeah.
she has got to work, and she's got to be on time, and you've got to listen, haven't you, to what they're asking you
Yup.
to do. So what did they ask you to do when you got in front of the camera?
First I had to jump and kick sideways, and I had to twirl and do all sorts, really.
Was it fun, or was
It was really fun. And
Yeah.
it was really cool because they were like, it was just cool.
It was a very different experience. I think, would I be true in saying for you and for me? Yeah, it was quite different. And they looked after us. They gave us a lovely lunch, didn't
Yeah,
they? We all broke for lunch.
We
and
pizza and curry,
Yeah.
macaroni and cheese, and
all sorts. I think I had yogurt with granola on top, and I had lots of coffees, and Tabby had fresh orange juice. It certainly was.
Oh, and I had grapefruit.
And a grapefruit. Yeah, she liked the grapefruit. We were looked after. It was very nice, and the people were very pleasant, and I was really pleasantly surprised, and the other parents were really nice as well. So the whole day, I have to say, was quite exciting, and we really enjoyed it, didn't we? Yeah. We've started this journey, haven't we? We're going to continue because Tabitha's enjoyed it. And you've been on another casting to London since, and we got a call to say that she had got that job. So we might do an update video on how that one goes, don't you think? Because that one is going to be in a magazine. Yeah, it's all new, isn't it, darling? So far, things we've learned is, you know, you might have views about these things, but give it a go and see what you think. That's all you can do.
Give it a go.
And if Tabitha had absolutely hated it, quite frankly, we wouldn't have done it again. No. There's no point. I wouldn't want to be dragging and screaming up to London. There's no point at all. But we did enjoy it. It was a fun day out for us as well as mother and daughter to go out and meet some new friends. And you did meet some lovely girls, didn't you? And it was I don't know, it was 100% positive, really. I would say that. It was a good day out. It's the first time we've done it, so we'll have to see what happens, won't we, darling? Yeah. I don't know whether they're all going to be as much fun, but there's only one way to find out.
Going back to the train station now after a very productive day. Tabby, what do you think of your first photo shoot in London?
Good, but I got my plaits and my glitter.
She's got glitter and plaits. Excellent. Did you enjoy it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Woo. Had a great day and now we're off home. Yippee!
Thanks for watching. Please subscribe and like if you want to watch any more of our videos and see what happens in the future with our child modelling journey.
Thumbs up, double thumbs up.
Double thumbs up. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.
Bye.